Hello YouTube, I'm Bronybro Dan and this is the first episode of Bronybro Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new 2013 LEGO sets, The Legends of Chima. I bought 3 sets altogether, so I've decided when I got these 3 sets I'm just going to review these whole sets as a whole. Okay, where should we start then? I suppose we should start with the minifigures. As you can see here, I've lined them all up. Among minifigure design, these are quite unique, I have to say. They're cleverly designed. Obviously they're designed on both front and of course on back, but you can't really see because this guy's cape. And the heads, I'm pretty sure you've already noticed them. These are actually helmets, these animal heads. A regular Lego head is just popped on top, and the helmet goes on top of it, and it gives them these unique animal looks, which I've got to say is quite unique among Lego figurines. And obviously, oh god, I'm rubbish when it comes to this. The armour is another unique thing I should probably point out. This armour is something you would probably see a lot among these Lego figurines. Basically, you know, obviously its shoulder pads is short, and a little clear, transparent blue part is placed in the centre to represent a Lego Chi crystal, which is basically what Lego Chima, the power source of Lego Chima is, which is Chi. The 3 sets, obviously, there's multiple factions of both good and evil. There's the lions, the eagles, the ravens, the crocodiles, and the wolves. Each one obviously all fighting over Chi, which are these little blue crystals, as you can see here. Among Lego, obviously it's got a simple series idea, and I've got to say it sounds alright. Okay, well let's take a look at the sets. The first set, obviously, was this one here. This is the cheapest of the 3, which came with the ravens, as you can see there. It's simply designed. Obviously it's meant to be a vehicle, and I've got to say it's quite a good looking vehicle. It has the bird-like look and the talons. It has a weapon built into it, which is made when the weapon part is, sorry, over here, a bit rubbish, which is the weapon here, and you would take these 2 tail fins off to create the bladed weapon. So that's basically that's the cheapest you'll probably find, which is the £8 set. Second most expensive set, second set cheapest is this one. These are obviously the big ones. This isn't the solo sets, which comes with this guy here and the guy who's in the vehicle right now. Design on this one, it holds its own opening closing jaw, which is a nifty little thing to mess around with, and also has rotatable weapons, which obviously as they move these come down and they move, as you can see there, which is a nifty little design really among Lego vehicles. And the last set, which was 20 quid, came with these 2 of the main factions, are the speeder sets. Now the Lego Chima series was created by the creators of Lego Ninjago, and as you know, if you bought a separate figurine of Lego Ninjago, they came with these unique spinners, which you'd place the figure on, and you know, you'd spin it as so, and you'd into battle. For the case of Lego Chima, they have these. These are what are called the speeders. If the design looks familiar, oops, knocked another one over, numpty. There we are. If you've probably seen something like this before, you probably see them as toys that kids often mess around with. They have a big traction wheel here, which is quite weighted, and you would utilise a ripcord, as you can see from here, which would go directly into here, and you would rip the centre wheel, which would spin at a very high velocity, causing the speeder to zoom off at high speeds. Obviously I can't do it on the side here, but they actually do pick up pretty good speed, and Lego's done a pretty good job there in creating those. As for the main accessories for that set, it's mostly just background objects, as you can see here and here. Basically the speeders are very much like the Lego, the Lego spin battles that you'd have with, with Lego Ninjago, which you put a weapon in your enemy's hand and you'd spin them into battle. Really, with this one, you would place your figurine solely onto the back of the seat, as you see there, and you would launch them into these assault courses, trying to collect these, which are the Chi orbs. If I can get that out. And I've just dropped it on the floor. What a numpty. Hang on. There it is. Which are these. And you might recognise this design as from Lego Bionicle, maybe even Lego Hero Factory as the main plasma balls, but these are Chi in this one. There are two varieties of games actually. There's the Speedor game, which involves these, and then there's the card game. I'll get to the card game in a minute. And the idea is you would set up a course, and you would launch your Speedor through this course to try and collect these little orbs of Chi. And obviously the person who has the most Chi at the end wins. You can buy the Speedors as solo sets on their own for about a tenner each, and obviously they come with a character and one of these, and the ripcord and multiple Chi crystals which are utilised. You'll get these a lot in this series, I have to say this much. I've got quite a few now. I've got about 14, that's 12 there, and the rest are obviously on the sets. But yeah, you would utilise, when you get the Speedors, as you see here, you also get a variety of different obstacles with Chi crystals. So naturally, if you buy lots of them, you could create a massive assault course. So it's clever how Lego has come up with that to keep kids interested. The card game is something, you'll get these mostly with the Speedor sets, and to play that you would utilise the Chi crystals from over here. I don't quite know the rules to the Lego Chima card game yet, but I'm not going to go into that because it will just take too long. As I've said with character design, the lions are the most common race you'll get, and they've got a nice design to them. Also the blades as well, as you can see there. These swords are unique to Lego Chima. This is, you know, probably what you call the Alliance sword of the lions. It's quite a clever design. As you can see in the hilt there, you can see the face of a lion, which I think is very clever how they've designed it. And the luminous blue pole in the middle is supposed to represent the Chi flowing through it. Whilst with the villainous side, they have a much more gruesome, gruely looking gnarly blade with a red Chi orb going through it. They've both got they're both unique designed swords, and I've got to say they really do look good. Also, another thing I should probably point out, this cape design here, which is quite rugged and holy, I've not seen this cape design yet in Lego, and I've got to say, it's got a nifty look to it. But obviously, all of these new Lego Chima factions all have unique races, and they all come with these unique helmets. Obviously, the standard Lego face is underneath, but you probably won't ever take the helmet off. The Ravens are obviously another one to note about that. Also, when it comes to the bird races, you'll find every one of them has this armour, so that way they can place their unique designed wings for each one of them. So every one of the bird factions will have this power armour. God, I'm rubbish when it comes to keeping these things standing up. So yeah, that's pretty much what you'd find. From what I've seen so far of the Lego Chima sets, they're interesting designed sets, I've got to say that much. They're simple, obviously they're aimed for young 8 to 14 year olds, as most sets usually say, but they're very uniquely designed. And I can see that the creators of Lego Ninjago really, took some thought into creating this set series. And obviously, since the main series of Lego Ninjago Season 2's ended, it's now going to, apparently this is going to be aired as a cartoon soon on Cartoon Network as well. In the States, of course. I don't think we're ever going to get it over in England. But I've got to say, among 2013 starting sets, this has got to be, without doubt, one of the best I've seen to date. I look forward to seeing more of these sets, alongside any other sets that come out later this year. So, yeah, all in all, this is quite a positive review. If I can have a nitpick about these sets, one of the nitpicks which I've got to say is not with the figurines. I think they're cleverly designed. They've designed them on both fronts. If you look at the blade there, I'd imagine, why isn't it directly in the middle of the Chi orb? That's probably just a little nitpick. But it's mostly when it comes to the manuals. Now, as you all know, if you get a large set of Lego, the manuals are often like 2 books. And that's in the large sets. The small set, you only get 1 book. Whereas with this, they've completely flip-sided it. So when you buy this set, which is like the smallest for £8, it comes in 2 books. And that's ridiculous, really, if you think about it. It doesn't need 2 books to show you how to build something like this. Whereas with the big set, which is over here, 1 big book. Is that really how Lego's going to go with their Lego building? No, I don't know. But like I said, you know, it's just a simple pet peeve. I had to find something I complain about. But all in all, these are pretty nifty sets. I look forward to seeing more later on. This was Bronybro Reviews. I'm Bronybro Danny Viner, signing off. Bro hoof.